And I'm just believing to you. And I got back to speak Holy Ghost down. And I'm just welcome into this life transformation talk today. I came late because of other reasons. I was in a meeting and the meeting took long, and the internet also interrupted me. So I'm back here. Today we are starting a new series. I said that the new series is going to be so delicious. It's going to be so juicy with a lot of nuggets on how to know if we are getting out of where we have been, if there are any signs of breakthrough, transformation in our own life. If we are moving forward, that's when what we are going to learn. And we are going to learn about breakthrough. Breakthrough that comes in our life. Mostly, breakthrough comes when we get irritated, when we get tired, when we don't want again to be in the same spot. We desire change. We are tired of being tired. I just wanted to say these there are moments in my life that I was very tired of being in the same spot. I was tired of being tired. So that place could not contain me anymore. So I wanted a change. I desired a change, which means I have to look for something that could change the situation where I was. So that was the breakdown, or break within points that showed me that I was not already comfortable in that comfort zone, but I wanted a change. I wanted something that could change my life, something better, and something that is transforming, something that is better than where I was before. So when I started getting that irritation, I started getting the discomfort in that place. I was not liking the place where I was, what was going on, what I was doing. I was not liking it. So that was the moment I get to know that there's something that I get to do. There is something that I can do to change that situation where I was in. And I get to look out for solution, whether going back to school or getting something to do differently, or maybe get to talk to a friend to find out whatever solutions that are there. So we get to understand that the breakdown or the break up point comes when we are tired of being in the same spot, when we are already tired of being in that comfort zone, that cocoon could not take us anymore. So, and that brings me to also understand that getting out of that comfort zone, yes, it is okay to get the discomfort, the irritation, the regrets, but also I get to understand that it is not an easy process of getting out. I could meet a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks, a lot of things, but I understood that in that pain I was in, or maybe in that challenge I was in, when I was already tired of that spot where I was in, I desired change. So I compare the challenge that I can meet in the future to where I was. So I desired the change more than the comfort zone where I was. So that was the point I realized I can go for a change no matter what. I can go for a change because being in that same spot couldn't help me anymore, couldn't change anything in me. I remained in the same spot for years and years and years. And let me know in the comment section if you have been in the same spot for years, because I have been in the same spot, doing the same thing for years and years, for 15 years, doing the same thing. And it became, I became bored of it, and everything was not working well for me at that time, because I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. I desired change. I desired to do something different. But I realized there is also a risk to take when I made that decision. There is a risk of failure. There is a risk of not knowing what is going to to happen, the fear of the unknown, a lot of things. But I get to weigh the comfort zone where I was and the challenges that I might get in the future. So I just decided to go for the change. It doesn't matter how much the magnitude of the challenge may be. I just wanted to have a change, and that reminds me of if the process of getting gold. If those people who are gold miners and even those ones who are processing gold, I have watched some videos of the process of getting out gold. Gold, getting it out, it's not an easy process. It has to go through a very strong heat, and that heat can melt the gold and can get out anything which is not gold. If there are sand in it, if there anything which is not gold, it can separate it from the gold. And that heat is the standard that can the gold can go its own way, and whatever that is not gold can remain. And that is the same to us when we desire change. It may not be easy. Many times it's not an easy process. There are a lot of challenges that comes along with that. Unless we prepare our minds ready to get into those challenges and be ready for whatever that comes, ready to learn something new, ready to face our fears, ready to face criticism sometimes, ready for judgment sometimes, ready for even critics within our own selves, within myself. I criticize myself sometimes. If it didn't work well, I remind myself, did I not tell you it was not going to work? Yeah. Sometimes we face a lot of challenges when transitioning from one place to another, or maybe from one thing to another thing. There are so many challenges, but we get to prepare our minds, because it's much better when you have changed than when you remain in the same place. If that place is no longer serving you, if that place where you have been is no longer giving you whatever that you desire, so better go for a change and put in mind there might be some challenges, some valleys on the way. So it's very good to be ready, open-minded, that there might be some challenges on the way, but I am going to overcome them. I am going to go through it and I will overcome them. So have you ever felt like stuck in the same circle? Sometimes we feel like every year, yes, the year has come. This year I'm going to do this, that, and reaching the middle of the year or in the beginning of the year, nothing happens, and you fall back in the same routine, year in, year out, until you feel that you don't longer want to be in that spot. You are tired of that very spot. That's when breakthrough can come in, because without you being tired of that same spot, you can never change, because you think that that place is more comfortable for you. It's more comfortable. I was like that. I thought if I get out of where my comfort zone was, I would not survive. So that was a very big challenge for me until I was tired of that comfort zone. So that's when I get to get out. So before breakthrough, there is always a breaking point. There is a breaking point that comes in. That was the breaking point comes when you're already tired of that same spot. If you're already regretting why you wasted a lot of time, if you are already in you don't like the environment, that is the breakdown, the breaking point. And the breaking point is the sign that you are destined for something ahead, which is greater than where you have been. That breaking point gives you a signal. Is the signal. Sometimes we get afraid and we get taken away with the fear, but that is the signal that you have something greater ahead. You better go and face it. You better go and search for it. So whenever we face that breaking point, when we regret being in the same spot, when we regret doing the same thing, when we are already tired of being in the same place, that is already a signal that you get to do something that is much higher than that. Maybe you have outgrown that spot where you are and you need to do something which is more higher than what you have been doing. So um, they say that before the breakthrough, there is always a breaking point. So this is the moment when you, I have my notes there. This is the moment when you can no longer tolerate where you are. It is irritating, frustrating, and even regret bubbles up inside, up with like fire, demanding for a change. So that is it. The bubbles like fire that comes out of you that doesn't want you to be in the same spot. That is a signal that you desire to do something else different. For example, maybe start up something, maybe go to school, improve on the skills, and get a job, maybe doing something else different that can make you better. Here, we just wanted to do something that can make you better than what you have been before. So truth bombs, the pain staying in the same place must become greater than the pain of change for transformation to begin. Yes, if the pain that you have been is much greater than the pain that you predict in the next chapter that you're going to attain, that is a point when you realize, okay, at this point, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different. So these are some of the things. So one of the questions that I have here is, I have my notes on the laptop just there, that are you at your breaking point? Is your soul restless for something bigger? I was in that point when my soul was restless for something bigger than what I was in, what I was having. I wanted something much bigger than something that could challenge me more than where I was. So I was restless. I was desiring for a change. I was desiring for something different. That's when I get to look for what I can do and see where is my strength, where are my weaknesses, and how can I improve my weakness for me to reach to where I want it to be. So those are some of the things that give us a reflection. So when we desire a change, we also have to weigh, do we have the capacity to get to where we want? If I don't have the capacity, what should I do? Where can I get the skills? Where can I get the knowledge? Where can I get the support? That's something we need to put in mind. But sometimes we desire to change and we forget about other things, that other factors that are supposed to go along with that. So the reflection point here is that write down what is in your life that is no longer acceptable to you, that you no longer accept. What are you done tolerating? Have you have something that you have tolerated enough that you don't want to tolerate anymore? Yes, you can write that down and see what you do to improve on that. What can you do to improve on that? You can be able to go to school, get some skills, maybe even go on YouTube. There are so many things on YouTube you can learn a lot of skills. That is the beginning point. Or maybe ask someone, maybe try something, maybe get a new job, maybe start up a business, maybe something, but do something that can make you become better than what you have been before. So this has been for day 1 on model 6. So I'm sorry for not coming up in time because of the internet and it's raining here. I hope tomorrow morning it's going to be okay. And tomorrow we are resuming back to 6 a.m. in the morning. Hope you'll be there. And let me know on the comment section, what are the things that you are tired, or maybe that one thing that you're tired tolerating. Let us know on the comment section. And what are you doing to change that thing? Let us know on the comment section, because that will also be a help to someone else that is looking for a change. God bless you. Have a beautiful time. Bye.